Welcome to Team of the 80s. It's me again, Gary Spencer. And yeah, Manchester United 2, Crystal Palace 1. I thought we played really, really well. I thought we did all the things that we're good at. Getting it forward early, getting it out wide, playing through the middle. Sarr, he was excellent, wasn't he? What a great first half he had. We can't really talk about the second half because obviously the game changed so much once we got the penalty against us and Lacroix got sent off. That obviously changed the game for us in a big, big way. But if we look at the first half, I think that's the best we've played since probably October.
I thought we played very well.
To a man, the team did really, really well. Brennan Johnson was hiding a little bit. He's very, very low on confidence. You can see that. He's hiding. But apart from that, I thought we did okay. The penalty, was it a penalty? You know, at the time on Sunday, I said it was a penalty, but he didn't deserve to get sent off. But now looking back at it, I feel that it wasn't a penalty. And no, he didn't deserve to get sent off. I mean, the foul happened outside the area, which means that's when it should be given. He fell inside. And in either case, I think Henderson would have got to the ball before the attacker anyway. So, we got done. But, you know, on the balance of it all, I think the most we'd have got out of that game is a draw.
Only had 2 shots at goal.
But Man United are flying at the moment. They're on a high. So considering where we've come from in the last 2 or 3 months in our performances, I'm more buoyed by the quality of the performance than the result.
I thought we played very well.
Thursday, Tottenham away at Tottenham. Normally that would be a difficult game, and I'm not saying that this game won't be difficult. Tottenham are fighting for their lives. I don't see that they're playing for the new boss there, and that whole thing at Tottenham is a strange decision to bring in a manager that doesn't really have any Premier League experience, and he doesn't seem to be getting a tune out of them. I personally would have gone for somebody. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the job that Martin O'Neill has done at Celtic, I would have gone for a character in there at Tottenham. I'd have gone for Harry Redknapp probably, and I know that sounds crazy at Harry's age, but Harry still understands the game very much, and he's always managed to treat players as human beings, and he's normally got into the player's psyche to get a tune out of them rather than be too tactical. I'm not saying the man doesn't know how to be a tactician, but I think everyone would agree that Harry Redknapp's main strength is man management.
You know, let's not take the piss here.
And whenever I see Tottenham these days, I think the main thing they need is man management. So I would like to think we can get a draw there at least, particularly the way Tottenham are playing, and buoyed by our first half performance up at Man United. We'll be without Lacroix, so I don't know how Jeff Lerma's doing at the moment. Maybe Jeff will come back and he'll go in slot into that central role. And as far as the rest of the team is concerned, will Brennan Johnson start? Will Kamada start? Both of those for me are struggling. And then, like I've said a million times, when Hughes comes into the team, I think he gives us a solid base for midfield, but Hughes is a bit like Kamada. He's a bit vulnerable to a yellow card. So let's see what the team is, but I'm thinking really positive thoughts for Thursday. It was great to see us in that kit. I'm always going to be very partial to a kit in that style because it's a throwback to the 80s, but it's such a great looking kit. Just the white. I think don't you think one year we should just go back to that sash, the white with the red and blue sash? That'd be so cool, right? as our first kit, by the way, and our away kit be the red and blue stripe, but the old red and blue stripe, not the fancy stuff they do these days. That'd be pretty cool if we had a retro season, maybe for an anniversary coming up, like a 50th anniversary or something, 2030. Who knows what division we'll be in by then, the way we're going. Talking of which, what do we think is going to happen with Glasner? Do we think he's going to stay on? Do you think he's going to have a change of heart? Do you think Parish would want him to stay on? That whole squad really has been put together by him. And if he goes, which, he says he's going, and that's what seems to be the general consensus, that he is going to go, what happens to some of these players? What happens to Brendan Johnson? What happens to Pino, Strand Larson, these guys? Mateta, is he going to go? How's he going to go? And where's he going to go? He's going to have to score goals if he's going anywhere decent. And does he fit into the team tapestry now after everything that's gone on? All these things are up in the air. The games are slowly running down. We're going to be okay. We're going to survive. But there's a lot of unanswered questions coming to the end of the season for Crystal Palace. What about you guys? What do you think is going to happen with Glasner or Mateta or any of these questions that I've raised? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. That's where you'll find me. And you can listen to this on anywhere you get your podcasts. Up in a couple of weeks, I've got an old Crystal Palace legend coming on. We can have a quick chat with him. Peter Nicholas, he's going to be on, so that's going to be fun. And if you've got any questions for Nico about that team of the 80s, let me know again through those channels. And I'll ask him those questions. All right, so that's it from me for this week. Let's hope we get a good result at Tottenham on Thursday. And come on, you Palace.